Can you imagine you coming to our restaurants and then you get some people coming to your table and trying to disrupt your evening? It's abuse.
I am going to start running into vegan restaurants.
That's fine. Go for
just
it.
shouting and being annoying
right
and grabbing tables, and so you can't eat your gruel, and just see how you lot like it. I'm going to go to your house and chop paint all over it.
Piers, you've got a right to protest. Oof, you've got me another one.
Take it off your bingo.
Fantastic.
Take it off your bingo, son.
But where's the salt? Where's it?
Won't need any of this gruel. Let's
Fantastic.
put that to one side, but I will have a bit of steak just to...
You didn't salt it though.
You see, all you've achieved is you've made me want to do this. Just eat a lovely...
absolutely fine. You go for it.
Do you know how many steaks he's had from my restaurant?
A lot. But here's my point. I love eating steak. I'm not going to stop eating steak.
Yeah.
And the very last thing on earth that will stop me eating steak is people like you with your pasty faces running into our restaurants telling us to stop eating steak.
That's
the
fine.
very last thing I'm going to do.
Absolutely.
Because you don't represent to me vitality or good health. You just all look like you want a good bit of steak.
What's going on, everyone? Talks with Kenny here. Today we're reacting to Piers Morgan trolling the hell out of this vegan guy. And it's pretty funny. Hey, Piers Morgan's pretty savage for this. But let's get into the video.
But first, vegan activists are not giving up their quest to make us all eat bland, plant-based gruel. They've tipped milk all over the floor of Fortnum & Mason and Selfridges in London. They've hurled white paint at the gates of the Houses of Parliament. Now they've targeted a high-end steakhouse in London. And the waitresses did what many have wanted to do with these protesters for a while. Take a look.
Thank you for the market. Good night. Good night. Thank you very much, ladies.
Well, joining me now is Animal Rebellion spokesman Nathan McGovern and celebrity chef Aldo Zilli. Got it right this time. He picked me up on it. It's Aldo, not Aldo. Aldo's a very British pronunciation of an Italian name.
I thought I was a fork for a minute, but I was just a pen. My first thoughts on this is that we all know vegans are very left-wing, right? Most vegans will be left-wing, just like most Christians will be right-wing, right? So I don't get this need for making people do exactly as you want them to do, right? Because on one hand, Christians, through their principles, are taught to be tolerant of other people's lifestyles. So they're more likely to agree with me when I say live, let live. You can live the way you want. I can live the way I want. But I'm allowed to at least try to persuade people, right? I don't have no problem with people trying to persuade people to join their cause or be a part of their group or adopt their ideology. I don't mind that. I don't mind you trying to persuade people. But is this little activism or protesting I can't stand. You're going into trying to disrupt people's way of life to make them conform to your worldview. That's where I'll disagree with you, right? Just like I'll disagree if a Christian went into a gay bar and try to profess to, they went to you to spew their ideology or try to, make a hindrance on other people, making it inconvenient on other people. The video.
Good to see you both. Nathan, start with you. I don't like vegans very much. I don't think any of you look very healthy.
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, I think you all look pretty pasty-faced and unhealthy to me. But that's your choice. What I don't do is I don't go running into vegan restaurants and start screaming abuse at you all and have to be pulled out by people because you're ruining everyone's fun. Why do you do that to meat eaters?
Well, Piers, you've started on an absolute blinder today. I actually brought a little game with me for Aldo, perhaps the audience to play. It's a Piers Morgan vegan bingo. Maybe we get a zoom on that from the camera. And you've actually just ticked off one straight away. I'll just go with that. We're looking at row or a column already. So the thing is, within years, technology like precision fermentation, alt protein, is going to produce the exact same products that you love right now, using a fraction of the land, producing a fraction of the carbon
footprint. But I like eating meat.
It's the exact same product.
No, but I like eating meat.
Fine. You'll be eating the exact same product.
In fact, the more you guys do this kind of thing, the more meat I want to eat.
That's absolutely fine.
But it's true.
That's fine. That's fine.
Literally, it's a bit. Honestly, it's true. The more stuff you do like this,
sorry, I didn't catch that. It's true, is it?
Vegans, right, just like left wings, they understand that the more they try to push this stuff on other people who don't want to make a better argument, don't sit here trying to use power or try to make people conform to your ideas, because you're just going to push them further and further away from you. This is how y'all lost Elon Musk. This is how a lot of people walk away from the Democratic Party. Now you got Kristen Sinema here registering as an independent because you guys are just going my way or the highway, right? While the right is willing to compromise, there's a reason why the gay marriage bill passed, right? You had, regardless of how people on the right feel about the gay marriage bill, you had some Republicans go on and vote with you guys. While if a Republican offer a bill, it's almost expected that none of you guys will vote for it. And if someone does, y'all try to mock them, ostracize that person. This is why I believe Kissel Cinema had to register as an independent, because she's like, yo, I can't, these people don't care about the border. I'm from Arizona. I care about the border. Yes, I care about a path to citizenship, but I know the Democratic Party don't take the border crisis seriously. And it's just this way of when people want people to, it's just control freaks, right, bro? These people want to control every aspect of your life, and when you don't do what they think you should do, that pisses them off the most. This is why they can't believe in a message like "live, let live."
You've said that about 3 times. I didn't
What's
quite catch
true?
it. That you like eating meat. You
Yes.
know? Oh, thanks. I didn't get it the first 3 times.
How committed a vegan are you?
How committed a vegan am I?
Would you eat? Do you drink almond milk?
Oh, you've ticked off another one. Fantastic, Piers. You are on an absolute
Does it have
roll.
answering questions?
I don't know. I'll keep that one hidden from you.
No, just
Take the fun
Can
out
you
of
just
the game.
answer questions? Otherwise, it's not much of an interview. I mean, you can have your little chart, but do you drink almond milk?
No.
Do you eat almonds?
No.
Do you eat avocado?
No.
What do you eat? What do you drink?
I love seasonal British fruit and veg.
Right.
You know, I love supporting British farmers. I love going to a farmer's market, seeing what they have to offer. You know, I love eating a plant-based
But
diet.
most science now says that if you don't have a balanced diet, it's actually unhealthy for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why a plant-based diet, a balanced plant-based diet is healthy.
Aldo, what do you feel? I mean, your restaurant is very close to where this happened, right? What do you feel about these activists running in, ruining people's meals?
Listen, 25 years ago, I opened one of the first vegetarian restaurants in London, it's Soho. And if it was now, it's probably more successful. Then it didn't get very successful. But anyway, cut long story short, I don't have any problems. I've written a vegetarian book, not a vegan book. I don't have any problems with veganism and vegetarian people because I have restaurants. I'm a consultant for a number of restaurants, number of restaurant companies, and we have vegan and vegetarians on menus. So I don't understand when it gets that these people have to disrupt our business.
Well, because they have no respect for meat eaters. But if we were doing the same thing to them, they'd all go nuts.
That's the point. It's a two-way street. You can't sit here and push your worldview. Oh, this is how everything should be. This is how everything should be. And then when you get a counter push, you want to get mad. Oh my God, they're propagandizing kids. Oh my God, you want Bible studies in school, but you're here pushing transgender theory stuff into classrooms. Now you want to be in an uproar when Christians or religious people say, hey, we want to be able to practice our stuff in a public area in public school. Yet you will fire a coach for praying on a field in a football game, but then you won't fire these teachers trying to teach this transgender stuff to kids. When, in my view, they're the same thing. You're pushing an ideology in the classroom. How come one is okay and one isn't? And this is my main problem with like left-wing people is that they don't see, they think that, oh, because they're in the right of it, they think they can just push it all willy-nilly and everyone should just accept it because they're the more. That's why they always try to frame themselves as this morally superior people, because then they feel justified in doing anything to get the means. Oh, this is the correct way to live. Therefore, everyone should do it. If I have to lie, cheat, and steal to get everyone to do the greater good, I will. That's how they feel justified in doing this stuff. And Piers Morgan is right on the nose on this. I agree with him, right? I don't only agree with conservatives. If you make a good argument, I will agree with you. If you can point it out in reality, I'll agree with you. If meat eaters were going into all vegetarian restaurants and protesting, the vegans would have a fit. But for some reason, they expect people to tolerate when they do their mess. But then when people meet them in the same, when people give them the same energy, they want to cry foul and victim. This is why I think Matt Walsh synonymized the left wing perfectly. They're a bunch of cry bullies. They want to cry and complain to you, but the minute you retaliate to them, oh, I'm a victim.
Right, wouldn't you? You'll go nuts. If I came running into your little vegan hellholes and began screaming abuse, you'd all throw your toys out the pram, as you do on a daily basis.
I'm not throwing my toys out the pram right now, Piers.
Huh?
I'm loving this, to be honest.
What are
I'm
you
loving
What are you
this.
loving?
I'm loving this open conversation that we're having about this actual quite.
But why do you
critical
have to
issue.
go into a restaurant and disrupt our business, disrupt the customers, other people that want to eat the meat, other people that want to enjoy themselves, they want to go out and have a night out?
Because it's about power. They want power and control. They want you to do what they want. They want you to do exactly what they want you to do. They're a bunch of control freaks, bro. This is why left wing, I think they're very much more prone to totalitarianism than the conservative side, right? If totalitarianism ever comes in this country, it's by the left. People can try to fight me on this all they want. But look at the tactics. Look at the tactics left-wing people employ to get their way. They censor you. They ban you. They protest on restaurants when everyone's just minding their business. They go to you to make you do what they want you to do. Oh, you're eating meat in your house? How dare you?
How dare you?
They're more likely to protest at your front of your house than the conservatives more likely to go and protest a liberal on anything they're worried about. When Roe v. Wade got overturned or was about to be overturned, you saw all the protests that the conservative judges were getting. How many protests arrived at the liberal judges? 0. One side is willing to tolerate someone that disagree with them. One side isn't. That's the main issue. And the day Republicans go, conservatives go and say, hey, we're not tolerating this anymore, the left-wing people are going to cry. Oh my God, look. Two-way street. Y'all can't be giving all this energy. It can't be one-way aggression, and then y'all want to sit here and expect no retaliation. That's ludicrous. That's not realistic. Let's live in reality, people. But I digress. Let's continue.
I don't have any problems with you guys coming to our restaurants and ordering a vegan dish. In fact, in January, we always do a veganuary, and we go through a lot of different ingredients to create menus for you guys. I don't understand why we have to suffer your mentality of coming to our restaurants and trying to disrupt the customers that are having a fantastic time and they want to eat a steak.
What's the answer?
No, it's actually a good question, Aldo. And actually, it's fantastic that you create fantastic vegan dishes. The fact of the matter is, when we look at high-end restaurants, Salt Bay's restaurant, Manor up in Manchester that was also disrupted the weekend, these are symbols of a broken system.
Why? Because he makes nice
symbols of a broken system where, there's 1,500 quid getting charged for a steak.
Why is he making millions around the
point?
world?
I was in one of his restaurants last week in Qatar. Loved it. Fantastic. But he served me. I've got a clip, I think, of him.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to show it. I was wondering how long it would take.
It was me doing his little salt trick. He taught me.
You weren't very good at it.
He then actually cooked it in front of me, and he fed me, directly fed me the meat into my mouth. It was delicious. Loved it.
Fine.
Loved it.
I would invite any vegan.
And one thing I always mention is that one thing I can't stand with left-wing people, they're very snarky. They think they're such know-it-alls, but they don't do anything. It's like cockiness with nothing to show for it. They're cocky, dismissive, but they're not really saying anything. All he's doing is laughing at them. Oh, well, I was waiting for you to show this up. Oh, I know your every move. I know your every argument. I know your every point. Okay, counter it. Give me your thoughts. It's almost like these people don't have any thoughts. They just say, hey, what I'm supposed to do, I'll do it. All I know is what you do is bad. That's it. And no matter how you articulate, no matter your reasoning, no matter your justification, you're not allowed to do that. And then this is how you get people who believe that they should be telling you what to do. They should be telling you how to think. They should be telling you what you can see and can't, what you can or can't see. Bro, if we ever fall into a authoritarian state, it's because of left-wing people. Look at these vegans. They're willing to go and disrupt whole people. They're willing to stop traffic. They're willing to disrupt your lives to get you to conform to what they want you to do.
But if you'd run in and tried to interrupt and just ruin everyone's night, I would have done what those waitresses did, just thrown you out.
That's absolutely fine.
So what's the point of it all? What does it achieve? None of you make me want to change my mind. I just think, what annoying little squits. Honestly, I do. It's the same when you're chucking paint at Van Gogh paintings. It's the same when you're tying yourself to fuel pumps or hanging yourself on bridges and stopping people using Dartford Tunnel. It's all the same. You're just all too annoying. So the British public don't like annoying people, and they don't.
No one likes annoying people, not just Britain. Everybody don't like annoying people. I think they did the same thing at Porsche. And Porsche was like, okay, stay there, turn off the... And then they were getting mad that Porsche didn't want to accommodate them. Oh, they didn't give us a bucket. They didn't treat us humanely. Bro, you're protesting. You shouldn't be expecting anything from someone you're protesting. This level of entitlement is crazy. It's so bizarre to me. I can't sit here and think of, oh, white people should be doing this for me. Asian people should be doing this. I don't expect anything from nobody. If I want something, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. I gotta do it. I gotta account for it. If I want to protest Porsche, I'll bring my own bucket to pee in and bring my own food. I want to expect them to accommodate me. I want to expect them to leave the heater on when it gets cold at night. Yo, you want to protest and you also want the people to come on. It makes no sense, bro. I don't understand these people, bro.
Like their lives being disrupted. They want their freedom to have a choice. The choices I had in Qatar last week to have Salt Bay's restaurant you got invaded to do this to my mouth.
Can you imagine someone coming in?
This is it.
And disrupting your evening.
Have we got the clip? We haven't got the clip.
Oh, wash.
Oh, you just ran it. Okay.
No, but can you imagine you coming to our restaurants and then you get some people coming to your table and trying to disrupt your evening? It's abuse.
I'm going to start running into vegan restaurants.
That's fine. Go for
just
it.
shouting
That's your
and
right,
being
that's your
annoying
right to
and
protest,
grabbing
Piers.
tables and so you can't eat your gruel and just see how you lot like it. I'm going to go to your house and chop paint all over it.
Piers, you've got a right to protest. Oof, you've got me another one.
Take it off your bingo.
Fantastic.
Take it off your
Lovely.
bingo, son.
But where's the salt? Where's it?
Won't need any of this gruel.
That's
Let's put that
fantastic.
to one side, but I will have a bit of steak just to...
You didn't salt it though.
You see, all you've achieved is you've made me want to do this. Just
That's
eat that lovely...
absolutely
Face
fine.
is savage.
You go for it.
He's hurt.
Few minutes later.
Do you know how many steaks he's had from my restaurant?
Yeah, a lot. But here's my point. I love eating steak. I'm not going to stop eating steak.
Yeah.
And the very last thing on earth that will stop me eating steak is people like you with your pasty faces running into our restaurants telling us to stop eating steak.
That's
the
fine.
very last thing
That
I'm going to
is
do.
absolutely
Because you don't
fine,
represent to me
Piers.
vitality or good health. You just all look like you want a good bit of steak.
That's
you
absolutely
do.
fine. You're fully entitled to that opinion. And as I've just said earlier, you're right to protest if you want to run into a
Your
vegan
mates
restaurant.
are also the Extinction
Absolutely
Rebellion,
fine.
right?
My mates.
You're all like interwoven, aren't you? You said before we came on air.
What, like a woolen blanket.
Well, are you
together.
connected or not?
No. So we're a sister movement.
A sister
to
movement? What's that?
Extinction Rebellion.
Sounds a bit sexist.
No, we have, common goals.
What are your
such
common
as-
goals? Irritating people.
Such
What are they?
as, such as.
Yeah, at least Piers Morgan is consistent. He cuts off everybody. I'm just saying. But this guy hasn't been really. I don't know what he stands for. All I know is he feels like you guys shouldn't be eating meat, and he feels like everyone has a right to protest. That's pretty much the synopsis of what I got. And then he makes snarky side comments, dismissive points, and he's just saying, like he just thinks he's just morally superior than Piers Morgan's and his guest. And then I don't know. I think this is all a show. I think this man lives on the internet. I don't think, because to me, this is like, the way he talks to them is kind of awkward. Like, it's almost like he's bringing, like, as how someone would react to you on the internet, he's doing it in person. That's what I'm interpreting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, but I will continue.
Tackling the climate and ecological emergencies, which, I'm sure all of us.
What did you think
here
of Meghan
can
and Harry
agree.
using a private plane?
Oof, there we go. Meghan Markle. That's another one.
What,
That's
the other
4
two?
for 9. I'm not going to give you that,
What
mate.
did you think of them using a private plane to go to this award show? You must be furious,
It's
right?
incredible how you manage
Are you
to
furious?
turn this into, let's dump on Meghan and
Nathan,
Harry. You're
just a
a
simple question.
gender, Piers. Oh,
You just talked about the environment.
Would you go in their plane?
Incredible.
I just wonder
Would you
whether.
go in their plane?
I just wonder whether you.
Disrupt it.
Do you feel?
I wouldn't go on a
Do you
plane,
feel
no,
angry they used a private plane or not?
No,
Or
I
should we all
think
use private
what we
planes?
should have is affordable travel for
Right,
everyone.
but they used a private
What we
plane.
should have is travel systems.
Do you
that don't
criticise
need
them for using a
to
private
use
plane or
planes.
not? Or
it's
because they're the woke
obviously-
king
it's
and queen,
obviously
you're not
great
allowed
that
to.
They're using a plane.
Is it
I would
'cause
have
you
much.
can't?
I would have much preferred.
You know why you can't, don't you, Nathan? Because this is against
Piers,
that's hypocrisy.
to
You
your
can't
face,
because you,
I am
Nathan
telling
McGovern,
you.
don't want to read a headline tomorrow saying Nathan McGovern from Animal Rebellion slams Meghan and Harry for using private plane. You don't want to say it because, like them, you're a flaming hypocrite. You'd rather go in.
Piers Morgan said no lie in that statement, right? These people. One thing is, if you say you believe something, at least be consistent, no matter who it applies to. If someone on your side does it, criticize them. Fine, right? You say, hey, you're a little wrong here. This is why I believe you're wrong here. We'll be living all good, but he can't even admit it because it's someone on his side. Oh, he feels like Meghan Markle is part of his team, so he doesn't want to criticize her, even if what she's doing is counterproductive to their so-called movement. But hey, I digress.
There we go. You've got me a column.
You'd rather
Brilliant.
You'd rather
Fantastic,
You'd
Piers.
rather go into restaurants like Aldo's or Salt Bay's or whatever and just make a nuisance of yourselves because it's easier. But what you
Easier.
should be doing, if you're intellectually honest, is saying, Meghan and Harry, stop using private planes. But you won't,
Yeah,
because they're
I
your
will
little
say it right
king
now
and
if you let
queen.
me. I will say it right now
Aldo,
if you'll let me.
final
Piers.
word to you about a balanced diet. Most science I've read lately says that actually having no meat in your diet at all is not necessarily a beneficial
Or
thing
fish,
at all.
for that matter.
Right, or fish.
Yeah, I mean, we have to have a balanced diet, and it's important for our well-being, for getting healthy. If you work out in the gym like I do, I need to have maybe some good protein.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I did go vegan for 6 months.
You nearly kill you?
A couple of years ago.
Nearly killed me. Man.
And,
I went vegan for an hour. I had a lettuce.
It didn't kill me. It didn't kill me.
What about that vegan Greg sausage roll?
It was disgusting.
disgusting.
Complete
Of
racket.
course,
Exactly.
More calories in a Greg's vegan sausage roll than there are in a McDonald's cheeseburger.
What I don't
I'd rather
understand-
the McDonald's
What's the
cheeseburger.
relevance?
At least it tastes better.
It's naming the dishes, and like the meat.
I just
but
think,
they're not
Nathan,
meat.
look, Nathan, here's the point. If you want to win an argument, you just can't be annoying all the time. You can't just ruin everyone's fun and their lives, walking around like you had the only way forward for the life and the universe, the Nathan McGovern rule book.
It's not me.
Thou shalt do this, this, and this.
Oxford
Unless you're
University.
Meghan and Harry, then you
It's
can do what you
Harvard
like.
University. It's the IPCC peers. This isn't me. I'm not a scientist.
Right.
I'm perfectly
Thank
happy
you.
to admit
I think
that.
we'll leave it on the
People
fact
from the
that you're-
University of
so
Oxford,
you're not an expert.
the University of Harvard,
You're not an expert.
IPCC. Neither are you, and you should listen to
You're
them.
not an expert. I think we'll leave it at that. Nathan?
Don't
Thank
come
you.
to-
Good
don't-
to see you.
don't
Sorry
come-
we didn't get them all ticked off.
You got me. You got
it
me.
was
A
only a
comment.
matter of-
You got.
I digress, guys. This is crazy, dog. This man came with no argument whatsoever. All he did was make snarky side comments. Pretty much, it seemed like he just came there to make fun of Piers Morgan and his lifestyle and all his arguments, being dismissive, not really countering what Piers Morgan is saying. Hey, how you being persuasive doing all this stuff? He hasn't given an answer that was worth remembering. Sorry. But hey, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. You agree with Piers Morgan? You like his steak? You like the fact that he ate steak in front of a vegan's face? I wish I was there, kind of. Low key. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.